Hello ladies, how we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be answering some questions that I received on Instagram. So the very first question is, my husband has a lot of money, but when I ask him for money, he asks me so many questions and does not. So the first thing I want to ask is, how are you asking him? You never want to say, why don't you ever give me money, or sound demanding. If you approach it from lack, from pressure, or obligation, you will usually be met with resistance. So instead, you want to ask in a way that is a win-win for the both of you. So you want to turn on your pretty, right? You want to flirt a little, say it in an inviting and light way that is in his favor to serve you, right? To make you happy, to be the hero. So I'm not sure about your situation, if he is already a provider, or you have a shared bank account or a card that he gives you to use, or if you want additional money than what you already have access to. So I would say something on the lines of, baby, I really appreciate the support you give me, and it feels so good knowing that you are always taking care of me. I'd love if you could give me extra spending money. And then you can go on explaining some things that you want to purchase, whether it's in self-development, whether it's clothes, going out with friends, or if it's just money to save or money to put into other investments. And then you want to explain that XYZ is your goal and you would really appreciate it and it would really make you happy to have his support. It would make life a little bit more spacious, more exciting to be able to try new things, reinvent yourself. Or you want to put more effort into your date nights to spark that romance again, right? And you want to look good for him. Whatever you want the money for, I want you to think about how can it be a win-win for him too. And then you want to sell him on that. Again, I have no idea what situation you are in or how long you've been together, if he's ever spoiled you, or it's been like this since the beginning. But this is my advice for all women. If you want to be spoiled, to have your husband or the man that you are dating buy you whatever you want. You need to be a woman who is irresistible to him, right? You are his dream woman. So that means, have you kept up with how you look day to day? Right? Are you putting effort into your makeup, doing your hair, dressing up, putting on a nice dress? You're smelling good. You have good hygiene, right? You are in your feminine. Is there polarity in your relationship? You cannot expect a man to spoil you, want to do things for you if you look like a homeless person, if you look like a hag. And I've seen this firsthand with so many people I know, right? The minute that you lose yourself, you've stopped dressing up, right? You stop pouring into yourself, your self-care routines. You stop having pride in how you present yourself, right? Not just to your friends and to the public, right? To other people, but to your partner, to your husband, right? As if you are still dating, as if it's like how you first met, right? You will lose the princess treatment. You will lose the polarity. Men only spoil women, buy them gifts, give them money if you look like a woman worth being spoiled. And that might trigger some women, right? But that has nothing to do with your natural looks, what you were born with, but the love you pour into yourself and how you choose to show up each day, right? Through your energy, through your femininity, right? Through your aesthetics. And ladies in a relationship, if anything, if you start taking care of yourself again, you start going to the gym, you start looking good, you spark the life inside of you again, right? Your man will notice. He will notice, wow, she's smelling good today. She is looking good today. Wow, she's got makeup on? She curled her hair today? When did she get that dress? Right? And then you start going out with your friends. You start going to new events, trying new things. You are more lively, right? You are progressing in your career, in your business. And then suddenly, you're even more magnetic. And then he's like, who is she and what has she done with my wife? And then men will feel themselves needing to prove that he is worthy of you, right? That you are his, right? No one can touch you. No one can be too close to you. No one can take you away from him, right? Because now you are beginning to outshine him. The attention is on you. And he can feel this. He will notice this when you are in public. He's scared that you will leave him now, right? Because he can see the standards, the self-love, and the curiosity building inside of you that you have that spark in your eyes again. And if you want to dive into more of this, I highly recommend my monthly private coaching packages. That way I can support you with this and I'm able to understand your situation better. So the second question that I had is how to know if someone is the right or wrong man. So the first thing is, does he tick off everything that is on your compatibility love list? So all the non-negotiables that you have put down, does he tick it off? If you're wondering what is this compatibility love list, we go through this inside Dream Girl Academy and we also go through this inside the Modern Aphrodite. So I'm going to give you some examples of what your non-negotiables could be. The first thing is, can he fully financially provide for me and give me my dream life? So maybe he's making multiple 6 figures, but you want a multiple 7-figure life, right? Is his baseline of what he can provide to you right now acceptable to you, right? Maybe he can retire you. You don't have to work if you don't want to work, right? He gives you unlimited money to spend in ratio, of course, to what he can offer you right now with how much he makes, but he is still growing his business and he has potential to grow to multi-7, multi-8, 9 figures and beyond. He's got a growth mindset. He's ambitious. So you have to figure out if that is something that you want to agree to, right? What is your cutoff? What is your bare minimum? 200K, 300K, 600K? Or if you only want to marry someone at multiple 7 figures from the get-go. The second thing is he emotionally stable? Is he emotionally intelligent? Is he able to communicate with me effectively? Or at the very least, has a growth mindset where both of you are still on your healing journey, but you both are self-aware enough to acknowledge where you've gone wrong, your flaws, right, your triggers are, and both of you understand that you are still working on them, right, and you are able to help heal each other. You are both able to diffuse each other's triggers, then activating it even more or fueling the fire even more, right? That is so important. Not many people realize this, right? If you have an anxious attachment style and your partner is on the other side of the spectrum, right? He's a full-blown avoidant, right? Fully shuts down, goes days and weeks without talking to you, goes MIA. He avoids conflict. He is just going to trigger you even more, right? Instead of adding to your life, helping you heal, be the best version of yourself, right? He is going to unleash the worst parts of yourself even more. He's going to add to the trauma, right? You're going to feel more anxious. You're going to feel more unsure about yourself, doubt yourself, go crazy. So it's very important that this is one of your non-negotiables. So the third non-negotiable that I want to talk about is, do we have the same values, the same goals, the same interests? Are we equally yoked in the same lifestyle and on the same trajectory? Right? So do not waste your time on someone if they don't want kids and you want kids. Do not waste your time on someone if you like traveling and he wants to live out in the country, right? And he wants to stay in one place for the rest of his life in a small town. Where you love traveling to big cities. You can see yourself living in multiple different countries. Do not waste your time if you are a Christian and the other person is a full-blown atheist, right? He will not budge. He does not want to be seen in a church or ever go to church with you. And do not waste your time if he doesn't like luxury. First class, right? The finer things in life. You never want to change a man, right? You are always only evaluating man on who he is today, how he is showing up to you today. It's either a yes or a no if he aligns with you in your life. So those are the top 3 non-negotiables I advise every woman to have. And of course, you would have extras and your own that are unique to you. So in summary, the first one is, can he fully provide for you and the life that you desire? The second thing is he emotionally stable, emotionally intelligent? You are able to communicate effectively. He has a growth mindset. And the last one is, do you have the same values, the same goals and interests? Are you both equally yoked? And the fourth, even if he has all 3, I would go as far to say you still need to follow your intuition, right? Your inner guidance system. Does he feel right to you, right? Ask your body, right? Your body knows. Your body will respond by feeling safe, by feeling that warmth. He feels like home, right? You are protected. You can turn your brain off. You feel safe. You feel led, right? He's got you and you can be yourself. So another thing to know if he is the right man is if a woman is glowing, right? She feels healthier, happier, right? More magnetic and turned on by life even more, right? That is when you know you are with the right man. You are not with the right man if you are always still feeling anxious, right? You have stomach aches. You gain even more weight with him, right? You're stressed out. You can't eat properly. You can't think straight. Your mind is always foggy, clouded. You feel even worse being with him than you were single. That is your body rejecting his energy. He is not right for you. Your body needs to feel calm. It needs to feel at peace. That is when you know this is the one. And ladies, I have to reiterate this again. In order to know, to be certain, you must not sleep with him before marriage, because your hormones are going to play tricks on you once he's inside of you. So many women stay trapped with the wrong man because once you have sex, once you have intimacy, it's like you do not have a brain, right? You cannot discern correctly. Your whole body is yearning to be with him because you are releasing oxytocin, and that is a bonding hormone, the love hormone. It is the same chemical release during childbirth, and it's the same with breastfeeding. And its purpose is to create connection and to create trust. So if a man is inconsistent, he treats you poorly, right? He's completely wrong for you. Your nervous system now sees him as safe, right? He's familiar. So now you are chemically bonded to him. Now you are craving him. And that is why it is so important that you do not sleep with a man unless he's your husband and you've discerned him and you have vetted him during the dating phase. So the next question is, I wish to solo travel, but I fear my safety as a woman and money for the trip. Also, I fear getting bored alone. I invite you to ask yourself and to question why you feel your safety, why you feel it is unsafe. Because fear normally stems from beliefs, from stories, from things people have mentioned and said to you in passing, or maybe things that you've seen in the media or on the news. So where they've said it's not safe for a woman to travel here to this city, this country, right? This country is not safe for women. That's why I tell you ladies to stop watching the news. It is incredibly brainwashing, toxic, not good for your nervous system, and will only spark more fear, more anxiety, and it's just gonna snowball. This terrible thing happened to this woman when she traveled to this city or this country, and really ask yourself, is that true? Right? For example, if you want to travel to Australia, to America, Southeast Asia, Europe, ask yourself, is there currently young women traveling solo by themselves around the world into these areas? And I can guarantee you, there are hundreds, if not thousands of women who are traveling the world right now solo, demythifying, if that's even a word, demythifying this belief that you have. Another thing is, how can you create more safety and confidence within yourself when you solo travel? This is what I did when I moved to Melbourne by myself and to Bali without knowing anyone. I watched a gazillion YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagram reels, right, on what to do, where to go, things I need to learn, the culture, the customs, how does the currency work, how does the money work, right? What apps do I need to download? Where are the best places to stay? Before living to Bali, before moving to Bali, I looked up the visa I needed. I even booked a private tour guide to take me to a bunch of places. And I purposely chose a place in Bali where it was like a co-living, co-working type of accommodation so that I could meet other digital nomads, right? Other entrepreneurs, where they held events, they had lunches, get-togethers every single day at that one venue, at that same place that I was staying. I made it easy for myself to make friends, to feel at ease, to ask for help. There were always people around me that I could lean on to, ask questions, ask for recommendations, ask for advice. And I also pre-booked a bunch of things in advance. right? I remember I bought my plane ticket 6 or 8 months in advance, right? Before actually moving to Bali. So I put down thousands of dollars and paid 3 months in advance for my accommodation. I wanted to tick off a bunch of things so I didn't have to think about it when I was there. So you want to think of ways that you can plan, that you can execute, that you can organize right now so that when you are there, you can thrive in your feminine. To feel safe, secure, to feel your best, you have to have built a strong masculine frame, a strong masculine container to hold that feminine energy. So pre-planning some or even most of your accommodation, maybe the things that you are doing, maybe the places that you are going in advance, is like you creating masculine structures and a strong foundation for your feminine to thrive, to feel good. You can turn your brain off. You feel like you are held, you are safe. And there is no such thing as over planning. You would rather over plan than under plan. So I highly recommend that you over plan if it's your first time traveling to a new place. Plan your flights in advance, pay for accommodation, airport transfers to your hotel, private or group tour guides on your first few days to get you going, right? Get you comfortable and confident as you start getting your bearings. I've traveled so many times solo now that I trust myself. I've created that safety, that trust, that healthy masculine inside of me that I have the confidence to figure anything out. I can book my flight, I can book my accommodation, have a few things planned in there, a few tours maybe, and mostly I can leave it open-ended and trust that I will have a good time, that I will meet the right people at the right time in the most divine way, the most spontaneous way. And I love exploring on foot. I love doing things without having things planned in advance as well. If you are new to traveling, if you're traveling for the first time, I would create an itinerary for yourself. So ask ChatGPT, utilize ChatGPT, it's free, to help you collate all the cafes, all the restaurants, things to do, right? Places to visit in a 7-day, 14-day, a month itinerary. You can tell ChatGPT how spacious you want the itinerary to be, right? How open-ended you want it to be. Maybe you write down all the cafes, restaurants, places that you want to go to from TikTok, from Instagram, from YouTube, wherever. You're writing it all down. Then you dump it into ChatGPT and you tell ChatGPT to create an itinerary where one day you go to this city, this area, and it picks and chooses what cafes, what restaurants, things to see that is in that city, that is in that area, and that is convenient to that day. And don't give yourself any opportunity to doubt or to think about the worst case scenario. So instead, I want you to list out all the best case scenarios, right? You meet the love of your life while you are solo traveling. You meet your dream friends that will become your best friends, right? Become your maid of honor, your bridesmaid at your wedding one day. You learn a new skill, right? You become the most confident you have ever been. When I moved to Bali, I drove ATVs for the first time. I got to wash an elephant for the first time, right? I got my motorbike license. I swam with hundreds of dolphins in the ocean. And you know what? I did all of that solo, right? I didn't plan to go with anyone, right? I made friends along the way, right? Doing what I wanted to do. There were so many people traveling solo as well. So many women my age, right? And younger than me. And actually, one guy that I met in Bali who is from South Africa, he is coming to Brisbane and we are going to meet up when he gets here. So literally, solo traveling opens up to so many doors, so many different people from all walks of life. And honestly, I truly believe that when you solo travel, because you are just following your inner guidance system, your intuition, you are becoming more of the dream version of yourself. There is no noise. You are just listening to yourself, what you want to do, what feels good to you. You are meeting people, you are learning things, you are experiencing things. So another thing that I also use while solo traveling is Bumble BFF. And ladies, the Bumble BFF app is free. And I remember telling my coach at the time, I have never had so much social interaction in my life, right? To the point where it got too much and I had to start saying no to a lot of people, right? To do things because I missed my alone time so much. So the second part of your question is, what if I get bored? So you will not get bored, trust me, right? If you are researching things to do, places to go. So many times I'll just be walking on foot. I will try new cafes, walk into a nail salon, get my nails done, right? Get a massage, right? Buy some clothes, stumble upon a trinket store, a candle store, any type of store that looks cute, right? There are so many things to do and see. You don't even need to worry about being bored. If anything, you're gonna be like, there is not enough time to do all the things that you want to do. And what you can do is plan something each day, right? One day you'll go see this. Next day you'll try this, right? Then you can keep the rest of the day open. That way you still are doing something, but you're leaving it open-ended. So you are still following your intuition. You're still exploring on foot. Maybe you see this and you're like, oh, I want to try that. And remember, you can take photos. You can take videos. Vlog yourself, right? Be present. Look at the architecture, the design, the culture. Just observe your surroundings. You can even people watch, right? I remember when I was in Bali, I was taking photos and videos of everything, like everything I ate. I was like, this looks good. I need to capture this moment, right? I think I came back with over 15,000 photos and videos. And I would be on Instagram stories and I'll be showing, I got this. Oh my God, this tastes so good. While you travel, you can also journal, right? You can have diary entries, how you are feeling, what you are discovering, things that are running through your mind. So the fourth question is, I struggle to dream. I don't have any dreams and vision for life. All I'm trying to do is survive. So from this question, it is telling me that you are currently right now in survival mode. So before we are able to receive inspiration, downloads, ideas, nudges, we must at the very least move from survival to neutrality. I would first make sure that your basic needs are met and you are focused on filling your cup first. So what does this mean? Getting good sleep. Making sure you are going to bed and you are waking up consistently at the same time every day. You got to be vigilant at this, right? Get at least 8 hours of sleep, right? This is going to turn on your brain, right? Make sure you are eating nutritious, healthy foods. Loads of fruits, vegetables, unprocessed meat. Your brain will start feeling clearer, sharper, right? More energized. And when your gut is clean and it is healthy, this opens up your channel, your vessel, right? Your meat suit to receive the downloads, to receive the inspiration, to receive the nudges. You're going to feel more inclined to want to take action on your dreams, to want to dream bigger. You feel more positive. You have hope. Yes, that is all from eating what you eat. And make sure that you are getting sunlight every single day and moving your body. And you can pair them together. Go for 30 minutes sunshine runs every single day. It is free and you will feel so energized and alive. And once these 3 basic needs are met, this is what I want you to do. I want you to pour every single ounce of time and energy into yourself as much as you can. Right now we are starting to work on energy leaks. Anything that is draining your energy. So start saying no to things that aren't aligned. Start working on your boundaries. Start increasing your standards and price of admission to your time and your energy. So if you are single, you do not go out on dates with anyone that does not intuitively feel like he could be your husband. He does not meet your non-negotiables, right? You are not feeling it energetically. And ladies, you have your intuition, your powerful intuition. You know. Do not spend time with friends that do not energize you. So the first step that I talked about is pouring energy and love into ourselves. So that is pouring water into a bucket, right? Now we are making sure there are no holes inside this bucket, right? Because the water is just going to leak through. So do you see what we are doing? We are filling the bucket more and more and less water is coming out. It's not leaking out anymore. So when you keep doing this over a long period of time, what happens? The bucket starts to overflow. Right now you have an overflowing bucket. So the water is a representation of your energy and the love you have within yourself. You're not exhausted anymore. You're not burnt out. You're not depleted. You're not feeling like you're always just trying to survive. You have so much to give because you have filled your bucket. Right? There's no more holes and you're pouring more and more water into it every single day. So now that we have done points 1 and 2, you've turned on the tap, you've turned on the water, it's flowing in, and the bucket now has less or has no holes, right? You are learning how to conserve your time and your energy. And this represents now you moving from survival frequency to neutrality. So you were at negative 100, now you're at 0. And now that you are at 0, I'm going to teach you how to get to 100, to overflow frequency. We are now going to expand the faucet size. So what does that mean? So for example, the water that was flowing through the faucet was 1 centimeter thick, right, in diameter. Now we're going to learn how to expand it to 3 to 4 to 5 centimeters thick in diameter. And that means not only is the water flowing through, we've turned on the tap, right? But now the faucet size has doubled and tripled. The water is coming out, but now it's coming out more and faster. So the bucket overflows even faster. There is more volume now. So this represents you now in the overflow frequency, right? It's your state of being. And this is the frequency where your dreams, where your ideas, where your downloads and your nudges are at an all-time high. And this is where you turn them into reality. So in order to get to this place, we must build new neural pathways on top of points 1 and 2. So every day, read a self-development book for at least 10 minutes. And I highly recommend it is to do with mindset, building certainty, right? And self-belief in yourself. That is going to be incredibly powerful, compounded over a long period of time. Second thing, every day as you walk, as you drive, as you do house chores, as you cook, listen to a self-development podcast or a YouTube video. And the next thing, every day, write down what you are grateful for. What are your goals? What are the steps you need to take to move the needle, to achieve them? And the most important part after this is you need to execute on these steps. And the last thing, every single day, do at least one thing that is the definition of fun to you, right? Whether it's a dance class, watching a rom-com with your besties, trying out a new ice cream shop, whatever it is, right? We are pairing new ways of thinking, being, feeling with the frequency of joy, gratitude, and fun. This is pleasure, this is play, this is ease, right? This will put you in an energetic frequency of creation. You're creating a new identity. You are creating a new life. And when you are in this frequency of creation, you naturally want to do more. You naturally want to be more. You want to try new things. You are feeling yourself, right? You're obsessed with yourself. You're obsessed with your life. And this is how you go from survival to overflow. And of course, this is just a general breakdown. The best offer to invest in to do exactly this is my Dream Girl Academy, right? It will change your life. So the fifth question is, how can I increase my tarot business effortlessly? And how can I make a lot of money? The first thing I would do is spend 5 minutes every single day in the morning doing mirror work. It is so powerful. And you want to only recite affirmations that you want to become true in your business. So I'm going to give you some examples. Every day, I wake up to scrolls and scrolls of new payments. Every time I post, my video goes viral. I am a successful and well-known tarot reader. The right people at the right time find me and they invest right away. My intuition and readings get more potent and accurate each day. My audience is drawn to the cards I pull, how I speak, and they connect with me deeply. I am my audience's go-to tarot reader. And the more and more you recite this with your full body, your chest with full conviction and energy, you will start seeing changes right away. Your reality will start responding to you differently. And I would also pair the mirror work with an affirmation track, and I call them quantum tracks, and a sleep track, so that you can continue to rewire your subconscious mind. And by the way, I'm going to start rolling out a new offer where I create custom quantum tracks and sleep tracks for you ladies. So if you would like to get your own created for your own goals, please DM me on Instagram. The first 10 women who contact me will be able to get it at a pre-sale price. The 30-minute quantum tracks where you can listen throughout the day, and 8-hour sleep tracks where you can play it at night, all custom to your goals and your new identity and the self-concept that you want to step into. The second part to this is, what does your product suite currently look like? So for tarot readers, of course, one-on-one private readings. So that can be live or they fill out a form and you tap into their energy in your own time. You can record yourself talking on camera, or you can send a voice recording reading. And for some people, that can help conserve your energy as well. Now with this, I suggest that you price this in a way that serves your financial goals. So the first thing is, how much money do you want to earn in your business? How much money do you want to earn per month and annually? So your offers need to be at a price point and they need to reflect the financial goals that you desire. So I'll be pricing your one-on-one readings to serve more of the high middle class or to the wealthy, right? Because they have money to spend. So at the very least, $333 for a 30-minute or 45-minute session, and all the way to the thousands. If you do 3 readings a day, that is around $1,000. And if you do this 3 to 4 times a week, that would be around $4,000. And I highly recommend that you also get video or written testimonials from your clients to build the trust, to build the rapport. And with this, I would also create YouTube videos or Instagram reels that really showcase your personality and how you do your readings in your own unique way. With these one-on-one readings, I would also be creating other income streams. So for example, you can create a course on how to read tarot, how to build your intuition, how to start your own tarot reading spiritual business. And I would price these offers from mid to high ticket. So anywhere between $600 to $3,000 and above. And what I've seen blow up online are tarot readers that show their face online, right? As they read the cards. And you can tell that they have also done the work to be truly authentically themselves in their videos. And the tarot readers that I've seen struggle are the ones who don't show their face, right? Aren't really building a brand and are stuck doing just one-on-ones without any other streams of income. And I really recommend to be a tarot reader on YouTube, right? I've seen so many tarot readers blow up on YouTube. That is the place to be. And if you want further guidance on how to expand your product suite, pricing, doing the inner work around being seen, the energetics of calling in clients, the sales, I highly recommend one-on-one coaching with me or my Get Paid to Exist course. So the next question is, I sometimes doubt myself if I can meet the client expectations or not. I doubt my skill. So this comes back to self-concept work. What you believe about yourself will always hold true. Till you do the work to shift that, your reality will keep confirming the beliefs that you have. So you will keep attracting an audience and clients that you feel that you can't add value to, right? The way you show up and the way you talk isn't certain. It isn't confident. It's shaky. It's unsure, right? It's doubtful. So there's 2 parts to this. The first part is doing the mirror work, the affirmation tracks, rewiring your beliefs to instill the new confidence, the new identity, and building the unshakable certainty within yourself. The second part of this is to making sure that you are always doing your due diligence to build on your skills, up-leveling your consciousness, whether that is investing more into coaches, into mentorship, showing up every single day and asking yourself, how can I be a better coach? How can I be more of value? How can I make my content even more impactful and powerful? If you get up every single day with the intention of being 1% better, you are going to exponentially grow and grow and grow. If you are ambitious and you are obsessed with your evolution of being the best version of yourself, the best coach you can be, the best leader, the best entrepreneur that you can be, you are doing everything that you can. You are pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, and that is enough. That is all that we can do. And of course, the other facet to this is doing the self-concept, the identity work, and working to shift how you perceive yourself. Because when you start perceiving yourself differently, that wow, you are an amazing entrepreneur. You're an amazing coach. You are changing people's lives. You will start attracting an audience and clients that feel the same way. Because your external reality will only reflect how you think and feel about yourself. So the last question that I'm going to answer today is, I struggle to take action because of emotional exhaustion. What to do? The first thing that I want to ask is, when are you taking action? If you are taking action when your tank is at level 10, level 5 out of 100, you are only putting yourself in environments and in a state of being where you are most likely will fail, right? Where you will procrastinate and you'll say you'll do it later because you have nothing left in the tank. So I would wake up early and I would make sure that you are eating the frog, right? The first thing in the morning, right? Make it a priority, right? And the second part to this is ask yourself, what can I do to not only pour more into myself, how do I energize myself? How can I stop the energetic leaks, right? And back to what I said earlier in the previous question, how can you fill the holes that are leaking out your energy, right? The water. And how can you make the faucet bigger in diameter? So I will go back and rewatch everything I said earlier about going from survival to overflow. And I want you to take notes. Write a game plan for yourself on how you can move the needle in your goals and what you are committed to do to make sure that you are moving yourself to neutrality, right? You need to move yourself from survival to neutrality before you can thrive. And I would also take the time to journal on what you think your blocks are. And most of the time, we like to create many illusions and many blocks for ourselves of why we cannot do something. And how many times do we hear, oh, it's raining, we can't do that anymore, right? Oh, the morning started out really bad, means the rest of my day is going to be bad too, right? There's no point trying, right? Or it could be that you are scared of success, or you have this belief that taking this certain action, right, won't even make a dent. It won't even be seen. People won't appreciate it. It won't even lead to a sale. It won't grow your business. And again, these are all just limiting beliefs. People are always watching. Each brick is highly valuable and important to building the castle. So I had so much fun answering all of your questions. It turned into sort of like a mini masterclass for each question, which I hoped really helped you ladies. So if you're one of the ladies who asked these questions, or you can relate to the questions asked in this video and you want to know how you can dive deeper and work with me, I'm going to do a little shop with me experience right now so you can understand my offers and which container is best to help you achieve your goals. So the first one is my Dream Girl Academy. So if this is you just got out of a breakup, you are currently or you want to start dating again and you want to learn how to do it right. You are in a phase where you just want to do you, right? You want to work on your goals, be the best version of yourself in every way. You are in a phase where getting the bag, feeling confident, looking your best is your number one priority, right? You want to become ruthless in your standards and your boundaries, and you want to see what all this princess treatment, what all this spoiling is about. If you've never experienced being wined and dined by wealthy provider men, this is the container for it, right? This is my most viral program that I've ever created. It has gotten instant and lasting results for so many women global wide. So the investment for Dream Girl Academy is $2,222 pay in full or 12 monthly payments of $222. The next one is Get Paid to Exist. So if you want to achieve financial freedom through being a coach on YouTube, this is the course for it. So if you want to travel the world, you want to live anywhere you want, and you want to work any time of the day, right? Create a life by design while having uncapped income that just keeps increasing and increasing as you go along, right? This is it. I teach you how to start earning money within 90 days of you starting your YouTube channel with a low following. And if you don't know, my business has only been on Instagram for the last 9 years. And only the beginning of this year in January did I completely switch over to YouTube, and all my clients now are from YouTube. Now I'm on my way to scaling my business to 8 figures. So if you want to learn how to make 4, 5, 6-figure months on YouTube, this is the place to be. So it's mindset, it's the identity, it's the quantum manifestation, the how-to, the strategy, the sales on how to achieve this. So it's $3,333 pay in full or 9 monthly payments of $444. So the next one is Rich Girl. So this is where you learn how to become a powerful magnet to money, to abundance, opportunities, and wealth. If you are used to hustling, to grinding, doing all the things to earn more money, right? And you find yourself exhausted, anxious, you are tired, you are burnt out, and you want to learn how to attract more money than you know what to do with from alignment, from authenticity, right? From ease and pleasure. this is the container to be in. So this is about learning how to make money work for you, right? How to make thousands feel like pennies, right? To become the ultimate lucky girl. Everything works in your favor. Everything conforms to you. Everything is going your way. Right now, we are currently in early bird at $1,444 pay in full, or 4 monthly payments of $444. So it will go up in full investment to $2,997 after the 4th of August, which is in 2 days. So I will jump in right now if it is on your heart, because the investment will double in price. The next one is the Modern Aphrodite. So this is for women who have been dating. So maybe you've done the whole luxury dating, you've done all the spoiling, right? You've received the princess treatment, the red carpet treatment, right? You're good with dating, right? In fact, now you are done with dating and you want to just attract your man, your forever husband, and you are ready to be wifed up. You are ready to get the ring, and you are ready to learn how to become the embodiment of being a wife, how to become a match to a healthy, masculine provider man, and how to discern the right husband for you, how to have clear communication, clear standards and boundaries of getting the ring. And this is for women who don't want to wait months and years to be engaged. Right? You want to get married, you want to have children, you're ready for the family phase, you're ready for building the legacy phase. So I will be teaching you exactly what to say, what to do, and how to be so rooted in your value that you will get the ring within weeks. Right? You might even have multiple rings to choose from, multiple proposals to choose from. Right now, this course is at pre-sale. So $666 pay in full, or 3 monthly payments of $227. And this is the lowest price that it will ever be. And the investment will quadruple, 4x, once we get into the launch phase of this course. And I know for certain it will be my most highly sought after course. So I would get in now before the investment increases. And the last course that I'll talk about in this video is Exit the Matrix. So think Joe Dispenza merged with Neville Goddard, merged with spiritual manifestation. So I'll be blending quantum physics, science, energy, mindset work to help you unlock the cheat codes to bend reality. I'll be teaching you how to master your mind and to fast track your desires with ease and speed. So we are not just playing in the quantum field. We are becoming the field. We are the field of possibilities. You will learn how to leverage universal laws and how you can use that to go from linear growth, linear success to Einstein time, right? Einstein success and growth. And what does that mean? Time is not something that is outside of you, right? You are the source of time, right? And time expands and contracts based on your consciousness, your attention, and your presence. And with this power and this knowledge and this embodiment, you will learn how to plug and play every single desire you could possibly want and have it fall into your lap. And this too is currently at pre-sale. So $777 pay in full, or 3 monthly payments of $269. So this is the time to get it. It'll be around $3,000 or even more when we get closer to the launch date. So other offers that I recommend to check out is my 2028 Millionaire Girls Retreat in Melbourne, Australia. So this is my first ultra luxe in-person immersion, right? We will be on a super yacht, Hummer limo, only 5-star venues, fine dining, first class service, luxury gift bags, and I'll be delivering 3 potent transmissions across the 3 days. And this is where you are going to meet other ambitious, like-minded women who are in their rich girl era, who are in their spiritual space, who are getting spoiled by their husbands, who are traveling the world, who are living their best life. If these are the women that you want to connect with, this is the place to be. And if you want close proximity support, there is my one-on-one private coaching offers, my monthly coaching packages, my Zoom call packages, my in-person offers as well in Brisbane, or I can fly out to you. My offers are always changing and my pricing is always evolving as I evolve as well. There'll be a lot shifting and changing over the next year as I grow into 8 figures. You might be watching this a month later and then notice one of my offers have been taken off or they've shifted and changed. So now is the time to get into all of my courses and private coaching, especially since most of them are in pre-sale or they are in early bird. And if you want more than one or all of my courses, I would check out my That Girl bundle or my Lover Girl bundle, where you can get an exclusive discount for purchasing more than one offer. And if you have any other questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or email me, and my team can help you with choosing the right offer for your current goals. So I hope you ladies have the most amazing rest of your weekend. So remember, Rich Girl Early Bird is ending the 4th of August in 2 days. So enroll today and get in that early bird pricing if this has been on your heart. I love you ladies. I'm sending you all the love and abundance, and I'll see you inside my next video. Bye.